The strike team have returned from the rift.
Ravenov?
Ava, they made contact with some kind of entity. They're coming for debrief. Report to ops.
They met... what?
An entity inside the rift.
I'll be right there.
Hey, welcome back lads. So let's talk some more about Modern Warfare 3 Zombies because we have this new storyline cutscene here in Season 1 which is just absolutely insane because it has revealed and teased to us some of the events that are going to happen and stuff that we are going to explore when Classic Zombies returns in Call of Duty 2024 or the next Black Ops game. So yeah, allow me to explain what I mean and what is going on here. So essentially we get this big reveal and return of Samantha Maxis, who has always been one of the main Zombies characters in the whole storyline, and it turns out that she's now the villain, the main villain in the modern era. Samantha is that demonic female entity that controls the dark ether, and we've seen that entity in a number of the cutscenes and trailers for Modern Warfare Zombies, and yeah, to be totally honest, it's not really a surprise that it's Samantha Maxis. A lot of us predicted that would happen, because the last time we saw her was at the end of Black Ops Cold War, where she's still human then, and she sacrifices herself and gets locked away or like trapped in the dark ether, and the dark ether dimension is basically hell. So when a human gets trapped in the dark ether, one of two things happens. Either they die or they kind of manage to survive and evolve into some corrupted powerful entity like a demon or a witch or something, and yeah, that is what she has become. So if you are an old school Zombies fan, you may know that, or may recognize that this is following a very similar path to the old days of the original zombie story, where Samantha was the demonic little girl who was in control of the zombies, and of course the number one main character was Edward Richtofen, and he plays a massive part in all of this, right? In the old story it was Richtofen's actions that caused Samantha to become evil, so that kind of like caused a rivalry between them back in the days of like World at War and Black Ops 1, and then the same thing is happening now, or has happened in the current story, in the new story. It was revealed at the end of Cold War that Richtofen was back, and as always he's like kind of in control of a lot of the things that are going on behind the scenes, and it was Richtofen's plan to trap Samantha in the dark ether that has now caused her to become this evil entity. I don't know if that was his plan, but yeah, he wanted to get rid of Samantha, so you can see once again how that's creating this rivalry that is going to be the main storyline of the next Black Ops game. But as we now know, because of the Modern Warfare era, that ends with Samantha still being in control. Yeah, so the next Black Ops game will focus around this Samantha Maxis versus Richtofen rivalry, and another part of that is something that we know about, but we don't fully understand what it is yet. It's Richtofen's plan or project called Project Janus. It was teased towards the end of Cold War, and it shows up here again, the profile of Samantha Maxis that Dr. Jansen was looking at says Janus Directive. So yeah, we know that's something to do with Richtofen. We just don't know exactly what it means. So yeah, I guess we'll get an update about that soon. So that is about that. Stay spicy, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.
Drop your weapon! Drop it!
We will never be alone again. We will be one.
Johnson, this is Ravenov. The strike team have returned from the rift.
Ravenov?
Ava, they made contact with some kind of entity. They're coming for debrief. Report to ops.
They met... what?
An entity inside the rift.
I'll be right there.